I'm Dr. Natasha, and today we're going to be talking about the clap, or as it's more commonly known, gonorrhea. Now, gonorrhea is an important infection to know about because it's the infection that has increased the most over the last year. It's also becoming increasingly resistant to certain antibiotics, which is making it more difficult to treat. Some newspapers have even been calling it super gonorrhea, as one rather embarrassed man found out when he was declared to have the world's worst case by the BBC. Gonorrhea is caused by a bacteria that infects the genital tract and the rectum, and therefore it can be passed through all types of sex. Symptoms can include a thick, yellowy, greeny discharge, pain on peeing, or occasionally blood between a period or after sex for a woman. Men in particular can get a lot of discharge, and it's not uncommon for us to see a patient in the clinic who has tissue paper wrapped around his penis or even a sanitary pad stuck into his boxers. This is what is known as a drippy willy. Gonorrhea can also lead to arthritis. Now that can be a single joint where the infection has actually gone to that joint, or it can be because the body has created an inflammatory response somewhere else in the body that's related to the infection in the genital tract. That can lead to an arthritis, pain in the joints. It can also lead to irritation of the eyes and general fatigue. And I always remember it by the phrase, can't pee, can't see, can't climb a tree. Not everybody gets symptoms, so it's really important to get yourself tested regularly. The test is just a swab that you can do yourself, or a simple pee test. If you have symptoms and you're in the clinic, we can also take a little bit of the pus to look out under the microscope to see if we can see any gonorrhea. If we can give you some antibiotics for it on the day. Most people don't realise that it can take 2 weeks for a test to become positive. So if you're worried about a particular episode, try and wait until after that 2 weeks to go and get your test to make sure that the negative result you get is a true negative result. Obviously, if you have symptoms, get down to the gun clinic before that. The good news is that it's relatively easy to treat with a single injection of antibiotics. It's important that you get your partner or partners treated and have no sex at all for 1 week after you've had the treatment. Because gonorrhea can get resistant to antibiotics, like we said before, it is important to get a test 2 weeks after you've been treated to make sure that the gonorrhea has gone away. Getting tested and treated properly is really important because gonorrhea can cause some nasty problems if it's not. These problems can include infection and inflammation in the uterus, the pelvis, and the testicles. So make sure you get yourself tested. To hear more about sex, health education, or a mixture of the two, make sure you subscribe or press the bell on this channel. I'd also like to hear your opinions, so please write any questions or anything else underneath and I'll try and get back to you. Sex is fun, so let's keep it that way.